Hello and welcome to Walk the Talk. I am Shekhar Gupta and let me tell you, there are days in my life when I really love my job. And this is one of those because my guest today is none else than Pandit Ravi Shankar. It's so wonderful to meet you. I think those who get to get this close to you are blessed. And I get to speak with you.
God bless you. I have been seeing your thing also, and it's a very interesting new way of interview. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, but Guruji, it's always a challenge when one is conversing with someone like you because, you know, I'm a Philistine. हम लोग कहाँ जाते हैं आर्ट कल्चर तो डर लगता है कि आपसे बात भी कर पाएंगे कि नहीं कई बार
हाँ ये तो है and especially you have done few musicians also
some yes
which is very interesting and have you done lot of painters and different arts
some but it's always a challenge because one has to learn because you know politicians diplomats economists anything that is not complex. So art is simple and also complex.
Absolutely. And for artists, I can say for myself, I can only speak through my sitar.
Right.
And that's where I can express all my feelings and everything. But I'm not a very good speaker as such.
You've done very well. I mean, if I look at, this is your center, Ravi Shankar Institute of Music and Performing Arts in Chanakyapuri in Delhi, that you set up almost like a museum as well. Absolutely, I mean, if you look at all these pictures, I can see you can speak in any language with anybody.
With anybody, that's true. That has been a blessing.
Right.
Because
from Rajiv Gandhi to George Harrison to Yehudi Menuhin to Dalai Lama to
anyone.
Looks like S.T. Burman.
And here you see my son, unfortunately, who died
right.
at very ripe age, and my grandson is grown up here.
Right.
And this is Nora, my other daughter.
Right.
I'm blessed with two wonderful daughters.
Wonderfully talented daughters.
Fantastic, yeah.
Yes.
This was also my son. This is Ali Akbar Khan and myself.
Well, you know.
I was the Maratha and he was some Bania in that.
Well, I'm glad these were not pasted on with Fevicol as they say, so they would not come up for 50 years. But tell me, sir, in the joy on your face, you know, how do you defy age? And may you continue to defy it forever?
I don't know. I mean, I have been very lucky in my life. I have suffered many a times through different things. But, you know, I consider it my Guru's blessing. I was lucky enough to have Baba Alauddin as my Guru.
Brilliant Guru.
And he was more of a father to me, actually. And his blessing and whatever training he gave is so unique that I could bring it out, not only in India, but all over the world. And I feel very honored.
But a very tough father figure.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us a bit about your training under him.
Well, he had a violent temper. But I hold the record of the only one who has not been beaten by him.
Right.
And the first time he got very angry with me, he was giving me a lesson, and it was a very difficult passage with the left hand and right hand combination. So I couldn't produce it. So he slowly got angry. And when I saw he got angry, I also felt very,
nervous.
Not nervous. I felt rather angry because I was very spoiled. I couldn't take any anger from anyone.
Or criticism.
Yeah. So what happened, it became worse. And then all he said, "Zao, gya chudi paro." Means जाके चूड़ियाँ पहन लो, यहाँ तुम्हारा हाथ इतना नाजुक है कि तुम ये नहीं बजा सकते हो. But that was all. I went home and packed and wanted to go back.
You decided to run away.
And next day, he just, embraced me and said, you have seen, because believe me, I saw students coming, dumb ones, 2 days, 3 days, they were beaten up and they ran away. And no one, Ali Akbar भाई को पेड़ में बांध के 3-3 रोज
अपने बेटे को
I mean, he was really violent. लेकिन हमको कभी
and someone as talented as Ali Akbar Khan.
Can you imagine? But he used to get angry with me. He used to say, okay, go and practice. And he would go and beat up some dogs or some other student.
To take out his anger.
Yeah. He was absolutely... But, the love I got from him and the talim, that is...
But did he figure early enough that he had a star in his hands? Did he tell you that?
Well, when we were touring, you know that I went at about 10 years old.
To Europe with your brother to dance.
He joined us when I was about 15. For 1 year, he toured in Europe. And that time, he started teaching me already. And I was more of a dancer, and I used to fiddle with all the different instruments. But he said, do one thing. Ek sadhe, sab sadhe, sab jaye. So, that was...
When focus on one thing and get it right, instead of trying to do too many things at the same
Jack
time.
of all trades.
Right.
So, it took me 1 year, because after 1 year touring in Europe, he left and came back to India. And we were still touring till the war, 1938, as you know. But by then, his words and whatever I learned had such importance that I didn't want to become a dancer, which my brother wanted me to.
Right, Uday Shankar.
And take over his work, So I decided to go to him. So from 1938, 7.5 saal.
Because you already had a glamorous life in Europe.
Absolutely, oh.
You were,
by 18,
everybody would dote on you in France, I know.
I saw it all, I did it all, and But
by the age of 18.
He changed everything.
Right. So 18 to 90, there's been nothing to stop you. Seeing it all and doing it all. So you sacrificed all that to come back to the tiny place of Mayhar.
Village, absolutely wayward life, no cinema, no entertainment.
And a Gurukul environment.
Gurukul environment, and work for almost 13-14 hours.
And a guru who would tie his own son to a tree and beat him up.
Who did before that. Ali Akbar, by that time, he was already ready. He was 2 years younger than me.
Right.
What a pity, he's gone before me. Just a few months ago.
Right.
It's very sad. We were more like brothers. Very unfortunate. He was the greatest sarod player.
Absolutely.